Howdy everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a retroactive look at some of my recent videos. But before we do that, let's go ahead and start us off with a nice little card trick, because this is a magic channel, right? So go ahead and take a look at this card. Commit it to memory if you will. Yeah, just try to remember your card. No, that's not your card. That's the Two of Clubs. Anyway, think of your card. Think about your card. Think about it. Try thinking about it out loud so it's easier for us to figure out. Just kidding. Your card, of course, is the Jack of Diamonds. Goes back into the pack. And, of course, if we drop the deck, your card will appear on top. Very nice. This time, we'll put it in, and we're actually going to put it in there all the way. You'll see it go all the way in. And then we're just going to spread out the cards. Yeah. And of course, your card is still on top. Okay, so there's a quick little ambitious card routine for you. Something fun to play around with. Now, let's jump into what we're talking about today. We're going to look at two different videos. We're going to look at, just within the last couple of week or two or couple weeks, my long form video that did the best, and my shorts video that did the best. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so we just did this one here, which was diversify revenue and building a channel. We just have a conversation. It's nothing direct, but we talked about adding more revenue, and then briefly talked about other revenue sources that you can add to potentially increase the amount of money your channel makes. You have to diversify your revenue in order to have more different types of revenue coming in, but you have to be able to build your channel in order to then get the traffic necessary to make money at those other things. So, going down through here, looks like we got 13 on melting objects and 107 down here on the tie-dye. Oh, that was a shorts video. So let's see. What's my best long form? Looks like a lot of shorts recently. That one's sideways. Oh, we got 26, and that was from this month. That's the Mandalorian deck, which is a deck review, and that's one of the things this channel does, you know, card reviews and Magic Theory. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. And what we're looking for is we're gonna watch about a minute or two of this, and we're just gonna review it basically. Like, am I gonna be entertained? Am I gonna continue to watch? So let's take a look. Is it engaging is really the question.
I've been using TubeBuddy for the last 2 years, and it has improved.
Don't need ads in my life, right? Howdy everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to another card review. So here's our card review box. This is a Slow Hands half brick box that we won from Kier Gomes many moons ago. So let's take a look at the goodies that we have inside here. We only have 2 decks left to review. Only 2 before we gotta go buy more. So let's go ahead and take a look. I think we're gonna do the old Mandalorians today. Very nice. So these... Okay, so that's 30-second marker. That's the first marker that you want to get to on your videos. If you're not making it to 30 seconds, you're not doing any good. So you only get about 9 seconds to get somebody's attention. And the first thing that I noticed is the quality of the video is not good. So, and I mean like the actual pixelization. It just looks blurry. So let's go back. Not that we want to rewatch it. Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, welcome back to another card review. So here's our card review box. This is a Slow Hands. Okay, so first 9 seconds, it is a card review, so I did say that right off. I jumped right into it. Then, obviously, without context, the slow hands, I explain this, but so basically I just put the decks I haven't reviewed in the slow hands box, and I make like I won this box in a giveaway. Is that relevant information? Not particularly, but look at where I paused it. Look how not good this is. Is it because the window behind me is washing out the lighting, and is that blurring the webcam? Do I need to get a blackout curtain? You know, these are the types of things that are affecting the channel, because you shouldn't shoot with the window behind you. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of space here in this room. This is pretty much it. The door's over here, the window's here, and there's a wall, you know, over here. So it's not very big. And that being considered, this is not a great video. Now, the reason why I contrast this to my short videos, because the short videos are made with my cell phone. So the big question there is, if the cell phone is going to look better, I need to switch to the cell phone permanently until I get a better laptop, or until I figure out this lighting. So we're going to skip ahead. This is a 8-minute video, which is not terrible. 6 to 8 minutes is where you're going to want to be to make sure that you're not too long and make sure you're not too short. You're going to get enough watch time to make it worthwhile. Now, does that mean everybody's going to watch it? No. But what that means is that people clicking on your videos aren't going to go 20 minutes. I'm not sitting here for that. They're going to go, okay, I can be here for maybe 4 or 5 minutes. In reality, let's go ahead and skip to the cards, right? That's what we're looking for. So from start to finish, here's the cards there. And then as far as showing the cards, I think we're at about 4 or 5 minutes. So let's jump right into about the middle right here. It looks like I dropped something at some point, which happens. See if I can find that real quick. He's right here. King of Diamonds, very nice. So you really, it's whitewashed, so that's a problem. I've mentioned that before. It's too much exposure on the camera, which might be because of, again, the bright window in the background is not helping. There's shadows over here. I'm wearing a hat, so there's going to be shadows over my face, so that's not good. And I'm curious if there's an extra card, because Theory 11 is known for putting extra cards in. Let's see. Playing cards. Of course, if you want to see the full video, you can go check that out. Obviously, if it's bad quality, it's bad quality, but you got the thicker stock that requires some workaround. Talking about the quality of the deck, and then usually at the end I try to include tutorials as well as or some magic theory. Now let's talk about how I ended it. I get a commission. Just helps out the channel. So this usually happens at about, we're going to go back until before it appears. And over here we're going to have a video. So this is one way that I do it, if I even mention it at all. But that's what's going to happen. But call to action. If you don't want to leave the video, you could, of course, click right here at the end. We're going to go ahead and put a little bubble up here that says subscribe. And over here, we're going to have a video that's going to have, yes, the best video for you. So go ahead and click one of these, and we'll see you next time. So overall, not great. Let's put it that way. If I were going to rate it out of 10, I'd probably put it a 1 or a 2. I probably wouldn't even watch it.
For the last
well,
years,
I'm different.
Tremendously my YouTube.
I would still watch it, but that doesn't mean you have to. So I watch stuff because I help out the channel. So if I go to somebody's channel, especially if they're new, I'll sit through the entirety of their video just to give them the view. And that's different when you're a YouTuber, especially like myself at the bottom, where I like to contribute to the community from the foundation, because I know that my time is more valuable to them, in the sense that instead of them coming to my channel to help me, it helps them more if I go to them and watch their stuff. I don't do this in hopes to get any sort of reciprocal, backing to myself, except for organically. So if I go to somebody's channel and I say, hey, you got great content, I'm watching your stuff now, and I comment regularly, I'm helping their views, their algorithm, and all that, and then if I get subscribers from that, it's because they wanted to come over. It's because they saw me posting, and then they come over. But I'm enjoying that creator's content, and I'm establishing rapport with that content creator, and if I organically get views from doing that, then great. That means that the community is building through streaming and through networking, and that's what's important about that. So let's take a look here. We're going to do a short video now, a shorts video. We want to do a trick one, but we want to do one. Let's go down to like this one here. That's Cups and Balls Mystery. This is a good one. It's 50 seconds, which I can do a minute on. So over 1,000 views. So let's take a look. We're going to turn it up a little bit for this one. Mind you, again, this was on camera. And you can see that it has more like high def versions and stuff like that. Could be my laptop too, because this thing's was old. Well, it wasn't old when I got it, but it was still, it's like 8 years old. So today we're going to talk about the oldest mystery. Because it's a short, you can't really see it. But we're going to try to turn it up a little bit. In the world, the old cups and balls. One cup, one ball. Just give it a blow and it'll disappear. And reappear under the cup. No, I didn't make it disappear. If I was going to make it disappear, I'd just put it into the pocket like that. And it still would reappear under the cup. No matter how many times I put it into the pocket, it would just continue to reappear under the cup. Yeah, of course. That's all it does. Yeah, except for when it turns into a baseball. That's the only time it changes. And if that surprised you, then you're really going to be floored by the tennis ball when that appears. Beautiful. There you go. Little Cups and Balls mystery. And at the end, So today we're going to talk about the oldest mystery in the world. Oldest mystery in the world. So that's the tagline for the Cups and Balls, right? Oh, the old Cups and Balls. One cup, one ball. Just give it a blow and it'll disappear. In my opinion, that's a very convincing vanish. I think that worked pretty well. Let's look at the load. And reappear under the cup. Not terrible. It doesn't get bad until later. And when I say bad, it's this is the way that it was explained to me when I was doing it live. It's not that people can see what I'm doing, it's that I'm telegraphing what I'm doing. So even if you don't know it or you don't see it, you still kind of understand what's happening because of certain movements and things like that. So not looking at the actual trick itself, I mean, it got 1,000 views, and it's okay magic. I'm not saying it's great magic, but it's okay magic. And I think there's a convincing fooler at the end. But for 50 seconds, I did pretty well for over 1,000 views in terms of like what I consider doing well. I got 50 likes. I don't know at the moment how many dislikes. I'd have to look at the analytics. But I got 12 comments. Let's take a look. Hey. So today we're going to talk about the oldest mystery in the world. The old cups. No, we already talked about it. Let's look at the comments. I'm so confused yet entertained. Replied, of course, because I always try to reply. Well, entertainment is the primary objective, so yay, stay awesome. Nice, man. Thank you. Love what you're doing, but you gotta practice more on making your hand look empty, the hand movements and the bigger balls. Yes, it is true. I agree. In fact, so true. Constant practice. So, I agree with that. Need to try to be slicker with putting the balls into the cup from the pocket and other hand. Yeah, agreed. I usually do it standing up. Thanks for watching. So I think, basically not the excuses or whatnot, but it basically said, doing this standing up is a little bit different because of the arm motion from here to here and the cover, and then doing it sitting down might make it a little bit more obvious. But overall, I mean, the reason that I go to the pocket in the first place is justified by putting the ball in the pocket. But, it could be a giveaway to what's actually happening, but it's cups and balls. It's entertainment, and then it's all about the performance. I love this one. Tetsu, fake magic trick. I don't understand what people mean by this, and I actually say that here. Because I'm like, unsure what you mean by fake. Magic is real. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome. Because in reality, I don't know magic. Unless I miss something, magic isn't really real in the sense of like conjuring and doing all that sort of things. The magic that we do is illusion and sleight of hand, or psychology-based stuff, misdirection and things. So when you say fake magic, like, the trick is real in the sense that it's a trick. But I had this come up at the performance that I did, where somebody said that I wasn't doing real magic, I was just making it up. I'm like, that's what we do. Like I'm like, I did it poorly, I guess you can argue that. But in the fact that what is the context of fake magic when all magic is, for all intents and purposes, fake? We're acting, we're doing a performance, we're tricking you. And I guess if it's fake because I didn't trick them, but this is a cups and balls routine. Like, this is legitimately a cups and balls routine. It's again poorly done, but it's something that you might find being performed by a magician, which I consider myself a magician. So I responded, and he said, "Sweet." And I said, "Indeed." I could have said indubitably. That would have been good. But yeah, so this was an interesting little back and forth, and this is how I respond, like laughing, because I'm like, I don't get it. And magic is real. They're like, what do you mean, fake? It's just this funny little back and forth, and this right here is the type of thing that, as a small YouTuber, this is the interaction that you have time for. You might not have this type of interaction when you're getting 1,000 comments a day. You just don't have enough time in the day to make these comments, or to respond to them. But right now, you can really have a conversation with them. So I'm going to click over here real quick because we're going to end the video. But we're going to talk about who you should be watching next, besides watching more of my videos, of course. Go check out Roberto Blake. So just a couple of videos that he's recently uploaded. Right here, the paid courses. I talked about this in the last video when I talked about diversifying income. If you're a channel that focuses on education or tutorials or teaching, then put together classes that are sustainable, and look into doing the paid courses when they come out. 15 tips on starting a successful YouTube channel. One of the things I like to do on this channel is inspire you to create content. If you can do it better than me, then do it better than me. I'll watch it, and I will like it all day long. Just say it. And there's a great video to watch for that. This is a reflective video, why I started making videos, and he was talking about why somebody else said that they stopped doing videos and why you should. So he made a video that said why I started and why you should. And I talk about this on the channel. I talk about it with other people, like with Jeremy Tan. The exposure that he's been getting lately is absolutely fantastic. I've conversated with him personally and through the YouTubes, and it's just a fun interaction. And the thing is that I met him theoretically digitally through Jason Marr. When Jason Marr, I started seeing Jeremy Tan pop up before that, but then because I watched Jason Marr, he went and actually met him in person when he was in Singapore, and those were fantastic videos. And so you just get this really good element of connection that is just beautiful. And so that brings me to another point. If there's any small YouTubers out there, and I know Robert Ball Magician usually watches my stuff pretty consistently, if you want to do collabs, or if you want to spread the word, I will gladly do collabs with anybody, any magician or any YouTuber that wants to make a collaboration. I have one that I need to plan out with Fading Ace 3. Hopefully that's going to come up pretty soon. But I have met him in person, so those are pretty easy to do. You just got to coordinate. But I will do a digital collab with anybody. If you want to do some magic, if you want to hang out and chat, let's do it. Anyway, 5 big YouTube updates for small YouTubers. A big one there. How to remove green screen. That could be a good one from Premiere Pro. And if you want to start a podcast, which I said in the last video, I'm thinking about starting a podcast. So that might be coming soon. So anyway, losing my voice here a little bit. Ooh, apologize for that. That was gross. Anyway. He's got to be here somewhere. Where is he at? Oh, I forgot to deactivate that.